G'day Wayne, Hayden here from Pacific Toyota. Mate, just want to run over this Land Cruiser Prado with you. A bit before I do so, a bit about us. So Pacific Toyota Cairns, we run two large premium pre-owned vehicle yards here. This one being our main location at 251 Mulgrave Road up here in Cairns. Look, we also offer flexible finance options with Toyota Finance. So if you are chasing any finance, let me know. I can get my on-site finance manager to give you a call. He can tailor the package for any business or private purchase in the way that you need it. Across the road we do have our service centre, which has our lovely solar panels, so we are trying to be as eco-friendly as possible up here in Cairns. And you do have our Lexus of Cairns showroom as well as new vehicle showroom just up the hill over there. So look, I just want to come back to the vehicle itself. So obviously being the VX model, it's second from top of the range. And look, this is pretty unique, this car. I haven't seen it until today, but the previous owner's certainly gone to very extravagant ways of making the car look very premium, as well as put a lot of protective plastics on it. So as I go around, I will point that out. But yeah, just wanted to come around it and sort of show you as much as I can about it, point out any marks, but this car is very unique. I've never seen anything decked out in the way that it is. So as I go around, you will be able to piece it together with what's different, and I will point it out. Okay, so as I come around the front bumper here, as you can see, there's no major bumps or bruises. It's been really well looked after. And they've also got a different type of bonnet protector on it, which is very, I suppose, slimline. It's very close to the bonnet, which is very unique, where the other one protrudes a bit more. It does have the TRD badging on it, which is part of Toyota's race development system. And they've also got a little grate in here just to stop any bugs from going through into the radiator, which is a real good protective system. Obviously over time, if you do a lot of highway driving at night, the bugs do clog up your radiator. So that's nice and well looked after. Just coming up over this front guard here, as you can see, it's all really well looked after. The bonnet side of things, once again, all very clean. I'm having a hard time faulting any marks or chips on the bonnet. It is like showroom quality. It's been really well looked after. Now look, if there are any stickers on the car, which I'm just about to come to one, we can remove them for you. Look, but we've just left them on there because it's obviously a lot easier to leave it on, and if you want it removed, we can do that. But just coming over, we do have a lovely sports badge here on the side of the Prado. So as you can see that there. So if it is something that you're not wanting, let us know, and I'm always happy to speak to management about getting it removed. Mate, tyres on the car look like they're practically brand new. There is plenty of tread on them, so you're not going to be up for a set of tyres anytime soon. The alloys themselves are in really good condition. There's no gutter rash on them. They're all really well looked after. Just coming in behind, sort of showing you the chassis and the drive chain in here, or part of. As you can see, it's all really clean. Usually that's a good way of telling whether the car's been an off-road or not, as you can sort of see those panelling in there is usually stained from dirt or mud and rocks and whatnot. I'm just continuing around, so another little thing they've done to protect here is just from any bugs and whatnot, is they've got a little bit of a cover that comes over here. It says Prado, as well as a nice little chrome-like feature in here as well. So as you zoom back, it looks very premium. They've also put all the chrome finishes on the vehicle around here, as well as protected all the door handles from finger scuffing in here as well. And they've put the extra Land Cruiser TRD coverings on there. So I'm sort of going to stand back so you can sort of get a general gist of what they've done with all those features. So you can see the chrome light follow that window line all the way up and around down the back to where the genuine actual chrome is. And they've also done that sort of around the side steps as well. They've put all the protective coverings in around here to stop it from hitting any doors or anything like that and chipping the edge of the door. But like I said, they're all stick-on plastics, but it's just something, I don't know, I kind of like it, but it also really protects the car. But just coming down, as you can see, the car's in pristine quality. I don't think I've ever seen a car this clean come through pre-owned vehicles. Like it's absolutely immaculate. It's a real credit to the previous owner. They've gone to some extreme lengths to make sure it stays in great quality. And as you can see, so just coming down there on that back bumper, as you can see, all in really good condition. Just going to do the rear wheel while I'm here. So once again, plenty of tread. You're not going to be up for a set of tyres anytime soon, which is always handy. Last thing you want to do is buy a car and in 6 months have to put tyres on it. Chassis, just like I said, this car has not been an off-roader. It is in brilliant condition, really well looked after. So once again, just going to do a close-up of that door handle. Once again, of the back door handle as well. It is just absolutely immaculate. It's a real credit to them. It's unreal. Now, extra protection they put is just in here in the scuff guards. So as you come across, all the protections that they've put on the car all looks like they've got the TRD stamps on it, which is kind of cool. Toyota's TRD is obviously something we used to do back in the early 2000s. But all through there, so your scuff pads all being protected by that extra protection there. I'm just going to kind of come across the door cards as well and come down. As you can see, it's all been really well looked after. Like I said, I'm struggling to really fault this car. It's in premium condition. As for in here, once again, for fingernails, you usually scrape across that plastic. You see they've got the little metal plate in here that says Prado, so they've even thought of that. They've just thought of everything for that extra protection. Just coming inside, once again, they've put the sort of the silver lining on it. It's got the wood grain as well, so all really well looked after. Just coming down through that center console. The car does come with 2 keys. And this person's protected the car so well that they've actually got protective covers for the keys. So that's when you know you've got an immaculate car, when someone's gone to that extent. So just coming up over the leather seating there. As you can see, all really well looked after. Just going to jump into the back seat now, just do the door card. So just coming down there, as you can see, it's got the nice leather finish, so all really well looked after. This is a high traffic area. As you can see, it's pristine, just like the rest of the car. So like I said, the car's just been really well looked after. Once again, you've got all that protective kick paneling on here, all the way down and just out the side there. So once again, if you do want it removed, you can always look at doing that, but it just means once you take it off, the car will be absolutely immaculate. Just coming off there, just close that up. Once again, really well looked after. Okie dokie, it's going to continue my way around to the back of the vehicle. I'm sort of going to do a bit of a wide angle so you sort of get the style of the vehicle there. As you can see, that it really complements that chrome stripping. It sort of makes it look a bit more pristine than the Kakadu model. As I come in, once again, we've continued this protective plastics. You can see that all through there, so there's going to be no scuffs on here on the actual paint itself, which is exposed paint because they've popped these on. As well as that in the boot there, especially if you don't get quite high enough and the luggage hits that before it gets into the actual car itself. You know you've got that added protection. They've also put the cargo mat in there, so once again, underneath the carpet's very fresh. I used to do new cars, and to be honest, it would certainly be able to sit in a showroom. So it's been really well looked after. As you can see there, this is somewhere where, you know, if you're going on a camping trip, you definitely want to jam the door shut. This is usually where you find some of the scuff marks. It's just pristine, it's clean, it's been well looked after. Just going to shut the door. Now, you do have an extra Land Cruiser badge on the back. It's fairly noticeable. Like I said, if it's not something you want, let me know. I'm always happy to speak to management about getting it taken off, but I suppose everyone now knows it's a Land Cruiser Prado. Coming down just through there, the panelling. Now they've even gone to the extent of making the exhaust pipe bigger. I think it's just the tip that is. It's not actually a full exhaust pipe, it's just the tip. But it looks quite nice. It's got a nice chrome tip on it, it's rounded, really suits the vehicle. It's sort of just going to come back. It's not anything that's too dramatic. It's just, it suits really well with what they've done with the rest of the vehicle, really. Tow bar itself runs a 7-pin flat, genuine tow bar on it. So nice and handy if you are towing. If not, it's really good for added safety for any rear collisions, stuff like that. So real nice and handy. Oh, there's one thing a little missed of the brake light. They've even put on here, and it says Prado when you light it up. So another little quirky thing they've done. So they've gone to some extreme measures to make this car really well looked after. So once again, just continuing down the panelling on the vehicle. As you can see, I really can't fault it. Usually I'm here pointing out marks and telling you everything that's wrong with it, but I'm more telling you about what's protecting the car in this video. So just coming down, once again, tyres are plenty tread, so you're not going to be up for a set of tyres anytime soon. There's no gutter rash around that tyre as I come around it. And then, like I said, there's no mud residue on anything in here, so it looks like it has been a tar car, so just been on the tar its whole life. But obviously I don't know that for sure, but just going by the looks of it, I'm pretty confident. Just coming over, there's those door handles again, so just stops the fingernails, some scratching in there, so real good protector, and I think it looks pretty cool. So we've got all that through there, just checking the panelling as well, and continuing my way down. Like I said, on the other side, they've got this black rubber stripping in here, just so that if the car ever hits, I suppose, when you open it, sort of hits something, it just won't chip, it'll lie on the plastic. But just coming down, once again, I'm looking at this and I just cannot fault the paneling on this vehicle. It is absolutely immaculate. Just coming down, once again, tyres itself, once again, absolutely pretty much brand new. So you're not going to be up for any tyres anytime soon. Tread, rims, no gutter rash, all really well looked after. As you can see behind here, once again, doesn't look like it's done much off-roading. It's very clean, very tidy. Looks like it's been really well looked after. It's a real good quality car. I'm sort of going to stand back so you can sort of see all those plastics working together. It just makes that car look absolutely pristine. I'm just going to come into it now and jump in the driver's side and just turn the car on. Sort of want to show you a few bits and pieces in here. Okay. So just getting the car running. It's got its general start up there where you see it comes up with, it says Land Cruiser on it. So that's all out there. You do have your, your kilometres there, so it's 16,727, as well as your lane departure alert and blind spot monitoring's all on there. Because this is the VX in the new shape, it does have what we call a round view cameras, so you get your bird's eye view as well as your standard. Sorry, it's just beeping at me because I've got my door open and I'm in reverse. So that's all nice and handy through there. It's also a sat-nav screen, so you can have all that through there. So really well laid out with Toyota's new design. Tri-zone climate control, so that means your driver and your passenger can have different temperatures to the people in the back, just meaning everyone's comfortable. Extra storage, all your four-wheel drive controls, and you work your way down the in-center console through here. Aircon seats, so obviously the blue being cold and the red being hot. So if you ever want to play a trick on your passengers, turn it on hot and see how long it takes them to realise. It's always good fun. Inside, because it's the VX, you do get the cooler box as well, so you can turn that on and off through there. So all nice and handy. Just going to open the books in here as well for you. So I'm just getting that up through here. So it was originally sold, it was in the suburb of Minto, which I'm not too sure where that is, somewhere in New South Wales. We do buy from all around, and it had its first service done at 6,000 Ks and its second service done, if I can get to the next page, at 15,000. And that's through Clinton's Toyota, so all Toyota servicing. And then so the next service is just due at, once it's focused, at 28,000 Ks. So basically you're not going to be up for a set of tyres anytime soon. You're also not going to need to service it anytime soon. The other thing that I just realised is there's actually a screen protector on here, so you can't actually scratch the LCD screen. It's kind of like those ones you get for your phone, it's glass, so that's also on here as well. Well look, Wayne, I'm just going to do one last walk around of the vehicle of sort of wide angle so you can sort of get the full view of it, and mate, that will conclude the virtual tour. Any questions that you do have, please give me a call on 0410 839 933 and I'll answer any questions that I can for you. Just a great looking vehicle. Perfect. Thank you so much for your time, Wayne. Like I said, give us a shout if you have any questions, but mate, this car's immaculate, so any home that this car goes to, they're going to be very happy with it. Thank you very much.